state Senate will vote today on whether to overturn Governor Evers' mask mandate. And Wisconsin health officials announced which groups will be eligible next for a COVID vaccine.
This is News 3 Now at noon.
Good afternoon, I'm Mark Kane. Thanks for tuning in to News 3 on this Tuesday. Lots of students out of school today or at home learning virtually because of the snow. We'll take a live look at road conditions, but first, meteorologist Hattie McLean has a look at your first warned forecast. A lot of snow out there.
Yeah, a lot of cleanup happening right now, Mark, across southern Wisconsin. That snow was very light and fluffy and added up pretty quickly this morning. Take a live look from the Edgewater sky camera now, and you'll see that visibility is still reduced here in Madison. We have some light snow falling and a lot of snow blowing around. High-resolution radar, though, showing you that the snow is really winding down, especially west of Dane County. Still some accumulating snow left on the map to the east, especially on those lakeshore counties in the Milwaukee area and down towards Racine and Kenosha. But for all practical purposes, our accumulating snow is coming to an end here in southern Wisconsin. Things have quieted down quite a bit across Iowa. All of these winter weather advisories have been allowed to expire at noon today. The probability of precipitation really goes down over the next couple of hours. Our temperature trend, well, we're not going to move too far today. We'll stay in the low to mid 20s, holding fairly steady through the afternoon. Temperatures are going to drop pretty quickly tonight, though. We're headed down into the single digits and lower teens by daybreak tomorrow. Coming up in Maine weather, we'll talk about some of the snow totals that I've been able to gather from across southern Wisconsin this morning.
All right, looking forward to that. Thanks, Hattie. The city of Madison has declared a snow emergency. That means avoid on-street parking if possible so plows can get through. Otherwise, make sure you're following a alternate side parking rules. Photojournalist Mark Schilling brings us a live look at road conditions in the city. Mark, how's it looking out there?
Well, it looks like they've been getting into the side streets now. I'm on Glenway, which has been pretty well plowed here, curb to curb, I think. But if you just get onto the one next road here, like Zwerg Drive, you'll find that it has been relatively untouched by plows. So you have that to contend with when you get deeper into the side streets, but I would call that progress.
It is progress indeed. Mark, be careful out there. Thank you. A multi-vehicle crash on the eastbound Beltline at West Broadway briefly closed 2 lanes of traffic as snow continued to fall this morning. This was around 6:40 a.m. Dispatchers tell us 1 ambulance responded to the crash, but the extent of any injuries is unknown. And a reminder, you can download the free Channel 3000 weather and traffic app. It gives you access to weather radar to see when the next round of snow will move through your area and has real-time traffic updates. 2 people were killed. Another person was injured in a crash caused by a wrong-way driver on I-94 near Lake Mills. The Wisconsin State Patrol says the crash happened around 7 o'clock last night. The drivers of both vehicles died, and a passenger in the vehicle hit by the wrong-way driver was injured. The investigation is ongoing. The Wisconsin Senate plans to vote on repealing Governor Evers' statewide mask mandate today. Democrats held a press conference this morning in opposition.
Make no mistake. If the Senate votes in favor of overturning the mask mandate, we are going to see increased death and illness in Wisconsin, and we are going to see this pandemic getting worse and the economic devastation continuing.
A joint resolution co-sponsored by 29 Republicans in the legislature is up for approval. It's unclear whether the Assembly will follow the Senate's lead to undo this order. The resolution must pass both the Senate and Assembly in order to repeal the governor's public health emergency and the mask mandate, which is slated to run through March 20th. We'll have continuing coverage on this story tonight on News 3 Now. Wisconsin health officials say educators, child care workers, plus grocery store and public transit workers will be next in line to receive the COVID vaccine. Also included in the B1 vaccine eligibility group are incarcerated individuals and people enrolled in Medicaid long-term care programs. We have a list of all individuals in 1B on channel3000.com. Health officials estimate this group will be eligible to receive the vaccine around March 1st, depending on the supply from the federal government. This afternoon, all 100 U.S. senators will be sworn in as jurors in the second impeachment trial against former President Donald Trump. Last night, House lawmakers delivered 1 article of impeachment to the Senate, accusing Mr. Trump of inciting an insurrection. Lead impeachment manager Jamie Raskin says they are more than jurors and prosecutors. They are also eyewitnesses to the deadly assault on Capitol Hill.
My daughter with me, and I had my son-in-law, who's married to my other daughter, with me that day. They were, several hundred feet away outside of the House chamber. We all could have been killed.
Chief Justice John Roberts presided over the first trial because Mr. Trump was a sitting president. This time, Vermont's Patrick Leahy, the longest-serving Democrat in the Senate, will preside. His Republican colleagues are raising questions of impartiality. The latest report from a court-ordered monitor finds that conditions are getting worse at Wisconsin's juvenile prisons. The report shows that due in part to challenges posed by the pandemic, it finds exhausted guards are more likely to restrain inmates at Lincoln Hills and Copper Lake. The report also found that inmates are not receiving enough programming and staff members fear for their safety. The legislature passed a law requiring the campus to shut down by July, but lawmakers and Governor Evers have said they'll miss that deadline and have no firm timeline for building a smaller replacement facility. What's more to come on News 3 Now at noon, CVS Pharmacy announces it'll start providing on-site COVID vaccines in a handful of states. Stay with us.
We all share the same roads, but when an accident happens, we don't always share the same consequences. Gruber Law Offices has been fighting and winning for people injured by big trucks for more than 30 years. One call, that's all.
If your home is drafty and cold in the winter and your heating bills are out of control, it's time for a visit from Dr. Energy Saver by Larson Home Services. Our team will show you where and why your home is using, losing, and wasting energy. We will conduct a comprehensive energy evaluation of your home, identifying problem areas and providing a customized solution that fits your needs. We offer a full range of insulation services for your home aimed at eliminating drafts in your living areas, attic, basement, and crawl spaces. These energy upgrades will save you big money on your energy bills and make your home more comfortable and efficient. Our team will provide effective, long-lasting solutions, and right now take 50% off installation labor, get a free heat map analysis of your home, and get a $100 Visa gift card when you sign up for Dr. Energy Saver package. Call now to set up your free estimate because this doctor makes house calls.
Is your credit score getting in the way of things you want to do? Personal loans through NetCredit help you borrow up to $10,000. So check your eligibility on netcredit.com today without affecting your credit score. You may even be able to build your credit history as you repay. NetCredit, a more personal loan.
Culver's is a family restaurant. To me, that means being the place that puts a smile on everyone's face. We're famous for our cooked-to-order butter burgers and frozen custard made daily inside our restaurants. But we've always believed more menu options mean more ways to brighten your day. We source the finest chicken to bring you our tenders and chicken sandwiches. And our cheese curds. They're a Wisconsin tradition we're proud to share with you. So take the next meal shift off and let us take care of you. Welcome to Delicious.
Right now, join Planet Fitness for no enrollment, $10 a month, no commitment. 2020 is over. Make your move today with tons of variety in our clean and spacious clubs. And spread out while you work out with cardio distancing and our new crowd meter. Plus, use our app to get moving anywhere. Your fitness is essential. Join for no enrollment, $10 a month, no commitment. Hurry, this deal ends January 27th.
5 Madison area locations. Sign up for $10 a month. Stop in today.
If you've been injured, trust my team to get you back in the game. Call Gruber Law Offices today, a proud partner of Wisconsin Athletics. Gruber Law Offices. One call, that's all.
Well, CVS is going to start offering on-site vaccinations in 11 states in February. CVS will start giving out vaccinations at 272 retail locations. The pharmacy chain teamed up with the federal government to vaccinate residents and staff in long-term care facilities. It announced yesterday it had finished first-round doses in all participating facilities. A spokesperson noted vaccine eligibility varies by state, and the CVS digital screening tool will account for that. Vaccinations will be done at no cost, even if a person is uninsured. A double dose of strong quarterly earnings and a bullseye bonus for frontline retail workers. Diane King Hall has your Money Watch report.
Johnson & Johnson is out with its quarterly report card, but held off on the latest details on its coronavirus vaccine. The drug maker says profit totaled $1.74 billion in its fourth quarter. The company also said it will release details on its vaccine candidates soon. Health officials have been awaiting its vaccine because, unlike Moderna and Pfizer, it only requires one shot. Also out with earnings is 3M. The company says profit rose to nearly $1.4 billion. Sales of N95 masks helped offset a drop in demand for supplies like Post-it notes. 3M also says it distributed 2 billion respirators globally in 2020 to help fight the COVID-19 pandemic. Southwest is now the latest airline to ban most emotional support animals. The only service animals that will be allowed on flights will be trained service dogs with documentation. Non-service animals will still be allowed on board, including cats, provided they are in a carrier and the passenger pays an extra fee. The new rules go into effect in March. And another round of bonuses for Target employees. The nation's #2 retailer says it will shell out about $200 million to reward frontline employees. Hourly workers will receive a $500 payout, and store directors and other leaders will receive anywhere between $1,000 and $2,000. And that's your CBS Money Watch report. For more, head to CBSMoneyWatch.com. At the CBS Broadcast Center, I'm Diane King Hall.
Diane, thank you. Let's check Wall Street at the noon hour. The Dow Industrials up 13 points, the NASDAQ up 2, and the S&P 500 down about 2.5. Still ahead on News 3 Now at noon, as the snow turns to flurries, we'll take a look at snowfall totals from overnight. And Hattie tells us about our next chance for snow, next in your First Warn forecast.
The modern farmhouse look is here to stay, and we have it for less at Slumberland Furniture. Start out with neutrals. Use a beige or light gray sofa as your base to build on. Next, mix and match metals and wood. Try adding contrast by using light with dark. Finally, add home-style pillows and unique farmhouse accessories. Play around and have fun. Get your current look for less at Slumberland Furniture.
It's a fact. We use our internet and TV more than ever, with most of us spending nearly 7 hours a day online. So it's no wonder thousands of families are switching to Spectrum, because most families have up to 8 connected devices, which means they need even more speed. Switch to Spectrum Internet and get the fastest starting speeds for the price. 200 megabits for just $44.99 a month, with a free modem and free security suite included. Call 833-546-4499. When it comes to TV, we're watching more than ever. In fact, 80% of us watch TV every day. Spectrum TV lets you catch all your favorite sports, news, and more live. Plus, download the free Spectrum TV app and watch on your devices. Switch to Spectrum TV from $44.99 a month. Call 833-546-4499. The fact is, Spectrum has the best services at the best price. Switch to Spectrum Internet and TV from $44.99 a month each with no contracts. We'll even buy out your current contract. Call 833-546-4499.
Announcing Madison Magazine's Best of Madison 2021. Get ready to nominate your favorites online for Best of Madison in over 140 categories. Nominations open February 1st. Learn more at madisonmagazine.com.
At GHC, we want you to be safer at home. We have more ways for you to get care anywhere, anytime, day or night. Be seen, be safe, be home. We will get through this together, and we will all get better together.
Hey folks, Wisconsin's legislature is seeing the highest level of black representation in state history.
Wednesday morning, we'll talk to one of those lawmakers on making history. We'll see you starting at 4:30 on News 3 Now this morning.
You make plans, what to wear, where to go, when to go, what to bring. And then the weather changes everything. Let News 3 Now First Warn Weather prepare you for what's coming. First, fast, and accurately, so you can plan your life. The Farm Report is sponsored by Blaine's Farm and Fleet.
Let's check in now with Q106 Farm Director Pam Yankee. A lot of snow out there.
Oh, yeah. No kidding. And, it's interesting. I was just talking with Sean Cleary from Cleary Building about this. In Wisconsin, we do not have a building code that tells us specifically how to build our outbuildings like machine sheds, livestock facilities, and that for snow load. Now, granted, this stuff is light enough today, but it is really something you got to start thinking about. This kind of makes it a reality, if you will, that we can get a volume of snow and sometimes heavy snow at that. Boy, Wisconsin's milk production is heavy again for the month of December. The Wisconsin Ag Statistical Service said we saw a 3% increase in the amount of milk produced in our state, 2.61 billion pounds of milk, and we did it with 2,000 fewer cows than we had compared to December of 2019. Every one of the cows that remains, that's about 1.26 million head, produced about 55 pounds of milk more this year than she did last. Got to congratulate some of our dairy farmers in the Channel 3 viewing area, like Shane and Jennifer Sauer from Waterloo. Over the weekend, they competed at the 67th Annual Wisconsin Outstanding Young Farmer competition that was held face-to-face in Neenah, and they ended up being the winners. They milk 150 registered Holsteins over in Waterloo and operate 650 crop acres. When the COVID-19 pandemic started to hit, they bought 5,000 bags of cheese curds and started distributing in their community and telling people more about their farm and how the pandemic was not impacting not only their farm, but a lot of agriculture. They will now advance to represent the state on the national scene. Also, congratulations to runners-up Joe and Ashley Dudkowitz from Crivets, Wisconsin. Dairy markets today in Chicago, a little mixed. Barrel cheese up 3/4 cent at $1.40. 40-pound block cheese, that dropped 1 3/4 at $1.59 1/4. Double A butter down 8 at $1.28. And you see those double digits lower on the milk contracts. Mark, that's all about Wisconsin was not the only state that saw a pretty hefty increase in the December milk pattern. A lot of other states did too. So the market trying to compensate for the more milk situation in a hurry.
Keep an eye on that. All right,
keep an eye on the more snow situation.
Yeah, absolutely. Hopefully it's done for a bit. Let's check in with Hattie McLean to see just how much snow we got.
Yeah, we're all going to be cleaning up a lot of snow this afternoon for southern Wisconsin. Take a live look from the WIC-TV sky camera, and it'll show you that it's still snowing across the area. We have a light snow here in Madison. We're not able to see quite as far as we typically would on the sky camera shot, but visibility is improving. Take a look at some of the snow totals that I've been able to gather up over the last 24 hours. Horicon seems to be the big winner or loser, whatever way you're looking at it, with almost 9.5 inches of snow from this particular system. Mineral Point, you're close, nearly 9 inches. Fitchburg had 8.5 inches measured. Sauk City 7, McFarland 7.2, and Lancaster just under 7 inches. So a lot of snow all across southern Wisconsin. There was a band of heavier snow from the Platteville area all the way up into Dodge County and Juneau near Beaver Dam. So very heavy snow totals. Luckily, the snow was not that heavy this time. A very dry, light, and fluffy snow. Take a look at our snow depth, though, after that last storm. It's looking pretty impressive across southern Wisconsin. We have some very good snow depths recorded right now, and it looks like the snow is going to stick around. Cold temperatures return for the end of the week. Here's a look at the winter weather bulletins. Again, a lot of these bulletins have been dropped or allowed to expire, so just now continuing for the eastern part of the state, and mainly just the southeastern corner, with that lake-enhanced snow banding taking place. Doppler track on a wider view showing you the back edge of that snow is working its way through southwestern Wisconsin as we speak. If we zoom into southern Wisconsin, you'll see a little bit more closely some of those dark blue shaded areas. Those are the heavier bands of snow. And again, some lake enhancement is keeping those advisories going in the Milwaukee area till 6 p.m. this evening. But for the rest of us, any light accumulating snow will be transitioning to flurries pretty quickly this afternoon and then coming to an end. Here's a look at our current snow chances. Again, they really wind down as we go through the rest of the day today. Our temperatures haven't moved too far. We've climbed a few degrees now. 22 in Madison, 22 in the Dells. Janesville and Mineral Point are a little bit warmer with 27 right now. Don't look for these temperatures to move too far. There is a northeasterly wind that will continue this afternoon. Wind speeds in the 10 to 20 mile an hour range will continue to blow that light and fluffy snow around and also create a little bit of a wind chill if you're spending time outside. Winds, though, will gradually decrease as we head into tonight. Here's a look at our future track wind chills. Again, right now, not too bad. Wind chills are in the teens. Chills will be in the single digits above zero. Your extended forecast has pretty quiet conditions. You have a chance to enjoy some of that fresh snowpack on the ground with very quiet conditions Wednesday, even some sunshine on Thursday. Our next storm system, though, is in the forecast, and that's Saturday and Sunday. Mark, there is the potential for accumulating snow once again.
All right, here we go. Thank you, Hattie. Mr. Food is in the test kitchen making rosemary chicken.
Recently, we came up with a twist on a fancy restaurant favorite that's super simple. It's packed with flavor and is one of Kelly's favorites. With all that it has going for it, I can't wait to show it to you. Since most chicken breasts in the market are pretty thick, for the dish we're making today, we want to either pound them until they're about a ½ inch thick or cut them in half horizontally. To make sure every bite is juicy and flavorful, we poke them all over with a fork before soaking them in a homemade lemon rosemary olive oil marinade. When they're done marinating, we dredge them in flour and saute them until they're golden and cooked through. Then we'll take them out of the pan, add a bit more oil, and saute some onions. Once these are tender, we add a bit of lemon juice, some white wine, and a little Dijon mustard. And when you serve these tender as can be chicken breasts topped with the sauce, you'll know exactly why this is one of Kelly's all-time favorites. So don't wait another minute. Hop on our website and look for what we call crazy good rosemary chicken. We promise you won't be disappointed. I'm Howard with Kelly in the Mr. Food Test Kitchen, where today we found Kelly's and soon to be your favorite way to say, ooh, it's so good.
Thank you, Howard. Coming up next at noon, dietitian Michelle Schwader shares why so many people fail to keep their New Year's resolutions. She'll have tips to stay on track for a healthier lifestyle. Stay with us.
News 3 Now First Warn Weather is brought to you by Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor.
Discover a shopping and design experience as comfortable as the furniture. Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor. Schedule your free design consultation today.
We hear much about what divides us, our differences. But today, America is coming together, as it always has. People rising to the occasion. Among them, the healthcare alumni of Herzing University, over 12,000 strong and growing. This is your opportunity to join Herzing, to make a difference. Together, you can start now. Find out how at herzing.edu.
Did you know that 178 million Americans are missing at least one tooth?
It's true.
That's why at Affordable Dentures and Implants, we only focus on tooth replacement solutions.
Whether it's a single tooth, full dentures, or dental implants, we have an experienced dentist who can create a new smile just for you.
At a price that's affordable.
Because at Affordable Dentures and Implants, we want you to go ahead and smile.
At U.S. Cellular, we're building a powerful 5G network that works without interruption in the places you wouldn't expect. And with every plan at U.S. Cellular, you get access to 5G at no additional charge. So no matter where you are, U.S. Cellular's network always keeps you connected in the places you need it most. At U.S. Cellular, all of our plans include 5G and get unlimited data for just $30 a month with 4 lines. U.S. Cellular.
Menards carries everything you need for your automotive needs. We carry a great selection of quality products to keep your vehicle running smoothly. Splash Ultimate Windshield Wash Fluid is great for winter months and is effective down to negative 35 degrees. It clears ice and salt while delivering a clear, streak-free shine every time. Right now, pick up a gallon for only $1.99. Save today with all of your automotive needs during Menards Home Improvement Sale.
Save big money at Menards.
As we are deep into the winter months now, you can't always get the family outside, and exercise may be looking a little different. Whether your children are still learning virtually or back in the classroom, physical activity is going to remain very important. Cindy Kurash is the head of Uw-Madison's Physical Education Teacher Program. She says we can use any sort of movement as a medium to teach a lot of really good things.
We know there's so many benefits, right? Not just the physical benefits, but just emotionally how you feel. We know that you're a lot less anxious if you move. You're a lot more joyful if you move. And also, it helps you just get along with other people if you have the opportunity, even if it's just people in your safe circle.
She said movement is easy with a little imagination. We posted some links to her favorite activities, whether you're outside or inside your home, on the Channel 3000 mobile app. Michelle Swader, dietitian at UW Health, joins us now to talk about why popular New Year's resolutions don't stick. Happy New Year, Michelle.
Happy New Year to you too, Mark.
So we're good for a couple of weeks. Middle of February, not so much. How do you stick with it?
Right. Yeah. By far, the most popular resolutions have to do with weight loss, whether it's exercise, eating right. But 80% of those have failed by the second week of February. So the important thing is to take the right approach. You know, the fad diets that are cleanses or detoxes, there's a couple things that are really wrong with them. First of all, they just don't have the good nutrition. You have essential fatty acids and amino acids that you need that you're probably not getting from those diets. And then the macronutrients are not the only problem. The micronutrients, like the antioxidants and the vitamins and minerals, often aren't the wide variety that we need. So short term, you're bordering on malnutrition while you're on those. And then long term, as you do a rapid weight loss, our body sacrifices muscle as well as fat. And if you regain, which you inevitably do, you put on more fat mass, but you don't replace that muscle mass. And muscle is one of the few things that can keep our metabolism going.
So they can actually do more harm than good.
They can. So it's important to be patient.
I was going to say, how do you ensure lasting results?
Right. The first piece of advice I'd give anybody is reduce your added sugars and your processed carbohydrates. It's not an exciting recommendation, but that is a key to helping yourself feel full, not having blood sugar fluctuations, and overall then you can eat less calories. And you're also eating the nutritious foods that you really want. By eating a piece of fruit, you're having some really good quality calories instead of eating a candy bar that has added sugar but nothing good for your system.
Just be patient.
And definitely be patient. Our bodies move relatively slowly. There's nothing that you can do in January and February that excuses the next 10 months of not being mindful. So definitely look for lifestyle changes that you can keep going the whole year.
That's the key. All right, Michelle, thank you. Have a happy and healthy New Year. We'll see you next month.
Thank you, you too.
All right, here's Hattie with one final check of the forecast.
Well, if your New Year's resolution was to get more exercise, Mother Nature gave you an excuse today. You have a lot of snow to shovel. Snow is winding down, so if you've been waiting for the end, you should be able to get out and start shoveling soon. That snow is really breaking up west of Madison. We'll just have some flurries diminishing as we go through the next couple of hours. Here's a look at our temperatures. 22 here in Madison, 22 in the Dells, 25 in Mineral Point this hour, 27 in Janesville. Our forecast has wind chills, though, hovering in the teens through the afternoon. So as you head outside, you'll want to bundle up a bit. It will feel a little cold. That northeasterly wind continues. Winds diminish tonight, but temperatures drop pretty quickly. With this fresh snow on the ground, it's going to be a little colder than what we've seen the last couple of days. Temperatures will top near 20. Nighttime lows will be dipping into the single digits, pretty close to zero by Thursday morning.
The snow, then the cold. January in Wisconsin. Hattie, thank you. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you back here at 4 o'clock. In the meantime, have a great afternoon.